Tech interviews are broken. It is broken to an extent where it no longer serves the purpose for which it was created. In the due course of this video, I will tell you why I am saying so. But do you know what is the biggest reason for these tech interviews to be broken? The biggest reason is the set of benchmark, and you know who created those benchmarks? The big tech. Google, Facebook, Apple, Amazon, and all those big techs. They have created a benchmark for tech interviews where each and every company want to replicate that benchmark. And this is one of the primary reason why tech interviews goes haywire. I mean, I'm not saying that the kind of interview they take it's not good. They might be having a requirement for that. They might be having a requirement to take such kind of interview to select people who can answer such kind of question. But do you think about some of the questions which are being asked in tech interviews? Create red black tree, write Dijkstra algorithm, create a binary search tree, write quicksort algorithm. There is no problem with these questions, but you must ask one question to yourself. Has somebody in your organization implemented these algorithms in last few years? If yes, then it's good. If not, then why are you asking this question, right? Let's apply some common sense over here. The person who has come for interview might know all those things, okay? And the person might also know at what place which algorithm to use, which data structure to use. But in today's world, it's highly likely that no matter which programming language you work on, it's highly likely that there will be libraries which have implemented this and you will end up using those libraries instead. You are not going to write code for all those things. If that is not the case, why are you asking this question to that person? And the worst side effect of these kind of questions, the big tech benchmark question, is that, there will be some people who will come with prepared answers for all those algorithms you are asking. Now think about an experienced person, the person who has worked on, in last few years in JavaScript or Java or creating containers or, in Kubernetes, writing Python program. If that person turns up to you and you tell them to write a code for binary search tree, each and every software developer or any person who know programming can write those red black trees or binary search trees. Okay. It's just a matter of time. Somebody can take, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, one day, 2 day, but they will be able to write it. If somebody is not in touch with all those things, the person will take more time. But that doesn't mean the person is not suitable for the job you are offering. In fact, you have called that person for the interview because you have seen the background that, okay, this person is working on Java, Spring Boot container, and then you are asking questions related to data structure or binary search tree. It's good to know about the data structures. Even if you have to ask the question, you ask whether somebody is aware about these basic data structures or not. I do believe that people must be aware about them, but asking them to write immediately at that point of time in 5 minutes, 10 minutes, no, I don't think that serves the purpose. Now there is another thing that is going on. Whether somebody is experienced or spent valuable time in learning something, working with something for which you want to hire that person, you send that person a link to a website which has more of a mathematical questions than computer programming question, tricky questions, and only when you are able to answer those questions you can come forward for further discussions. Let me tell you one of the worst side effect of that. Since all these things need specific preparation, okay? Just imagine that you have given an exam 1 month back. If you want to give same exam again, you need to prepare again. Same thing happens with programming. If somebody is working on a particular technology domain, instead of evaluating the competency and problem solving skill of an experienced person, you ask them to go to a website and solve a particular problem. That can be done and that will be done, and most of the people will do it, but most of the people will be preparing for that. They will prepare for a long time to answer these kind of questions, answer these websites questions. Okay, and if somebody is just prepared for the interview, the person will clear the interview. But will that person be exactly as valuable to you as the person who is working on a particular domain, technology about which you didn't get a chance to ask any question? I bet not. I'm not against applying any benchmark. We can apply big tech benchmark. Okay, it's a good benchmark to apply, but treat this benchmark as a framework. That's the precise reason why management interviews don't go, exactly in opposite direction. Because in management, there is no question which is not related to the experience of a person, like how to manage team, how to hire people, even how to fire people, or all those questions. You judge people based on the answers they give based on their own experience. So if you want to hire a techie, hire a person with software development experience, ask the person relevant questions so that they can answer it based on their own experience, and that is what is valuable to you, and that is what is valuable to your organization. Now there is another thing that happens quite a lot. Every organization, every company, there will be some or other problem that the company or the people who are taking interview are facing. Now when the person comes for interview, you give the same problem to the person. So something which you or your whole team is not able to solve for a week or a month or even 6 months, you give that problem to the person who come for interview and expect a solution from him or her. You might be lucky, you can get one solution, but you know what? Since the person doesn't know that you are struggling with this, you are not going to tell that person. Nobody wants to tell that we are not able to solve a problem and I am asking that question in an interview. The person will come up with some of the obvious answers which you are not going to like, because you will say that we already tried that, and the person still doesn't know that you are struggling with that. And then what happens that with 3 4 answers you will discard that person as okay, the person doesn't seems to be fit because the person was not able to give answer to this particular question or that particular question. Okay, so if we need to rebuild the broken tech interview process, we need to think about these things again, and every requirement is unique, every organization is unique. Try to come up with a framework, a pattern, or anything which can help your organization to find the right people. By replicating a big tech framework or something well known website framework, I don't think you might be getting where you want to go. The people who are actually working on the technology, they are just spending day and night in the stuff they are working in. They don't have time to look into these things and prepare for interview. I'm especially talking about experienced professionals. Okay, so these things are not going to help. So next time when you are scheduling an interview, think about whatever I just said. Thank you all, thanks for watching. We will meet again. Until the next time we meet, good day, goodbye. You take care.